Hi Steve, I want to thank you for sending in your samples for us to test on the Clicker's die cutting presses. I'm going to go ahead and take some of your material. I notice you've got some pretty thin veneer. We're going to try it with two different types of dies. First we're going to try cutting with a Clicker die. This is our 1 1/4 inch high die. We do these in-house or pretty basic designs. Go ahead and slide that in. And as you can see, it cuts it out very cleanly. And I did it at an angle so you could see the difference as far as the grain. Now when you're cutting something, I think the grain pattern is going to determine whether or not your corners break off like this. That's something that is just the nature of the beast, I believe. Now this one cuts very good. I believe you're going to have the same results with most of these. As you can see, cuts out cleanly. And your part is there, but like I said, it's going to depend on your grain pattern as far as how it performs after the cuts, especially with your patterns. Try a different one. Same thing. Clicker's cut out very nicely. Now, I believe you're going to have that same type of results with all of your different patterns or different materials. Again, cuts it out nice and neat, very quickly. See, it's going to determine how brittle your veneer is. Now, the second die I'm going to try is a steel rule die. Now this one has ejection foam in it to push the parts back up off and hopefully keep it flatter. We'll see how this performs on this material. Normally I'll put this with the die face up, but with the test I'm doing, I'll just do it face down. I just have to change my cords out. Lay this on here, put a die on upside down, slide that in. Notice I held it a little bit longer on that one. And that is so that I can get all the pieces cut. Now this die has 4 circles in it, and as you can see, it cut the circles out very cleanly. The circles are whole, very clean. That's a different type of die. This is a steel rule die mounted in wood. That's one material. We'll try it on a different material. The brown one. See, this works the same way. There's going to be a nice cut out there, nice and clean. I think this is going to work the same way. Your cutouts will just pop right out for each one. Now this material seemed to work a little bit better with this type of die than the last stuff. Try another sample that I tested. Now I think you're going to have pretty much all the same results. And if you notice I held that a little longer, you can hear it crunching through your material. So that's going to be your indication that you're through your material. Again, you'll have the same type of results. Your circles will just pop right out. No problem. And there you have your nice clean circles and your pattern. Now there is one other type of die that might help out. It is in an acrylic base. It's the same type of die as a steel rule die. This is a steel rule die, but it's just mounted in acrylic so that you can actually see through it, and you can have better placement of your material on your material. If you wanted to cut in a certain pattern or with the grain, you can turn your die and get it in the right spot. As you can see, punches out the pattern nice and neat, clean, nice clean edges all the way around. Now you're going to have the same type of results for both of these. All this material here is going to pretty much cut the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and send you this video, and then I'll give you a call and we'll discuss it. Thank you.